Hey YT, it's your girl PJ, and I'm just gonna give you an update about what's been going on with me. Well, Monday the 18th, I found out I was pregnant via IVF, and that was like one of the happiest moments of my life. Um, it was amazing, and so I remember my last video I told you guys. Also Tuesday, I went to my own gynecologist and obstetrician just to get in and make my appointment so when the doctor releases me, I'm already ahead of the game. So when I went, I took the pregnancy test with them, which was a urine test. And when I took the urine test, I came back pregnant, but when I went to wipe, I saw blood. So that was kind of like, oh, scary. So from that day on, all the way through and through, it was like I was having pinkish, brownish stuff all the way to Friday. So Saturday, I saw like blood. I was at work and I saw blood on my panty liner, and I was like freaking out because it was like not a little bit of blood. It wasn't a lot of blood, but it was enough to be like, whoa, what's going on? So I went to the ER after work, me and my honey. We got there, and the check-in people were so nice. They understood what I was saying and yada yada. Next thing you know, we get to the doctor, the ER doctor, and this fucker was like, "Oh, are you having any cramps?" I'm like, "No, I'm not having any pain whatsoever. The only thing I'm having is bleeding." And he was like, "No, you're having pain." I said, "No, I don't." So this doctor tried to give me, I don't know, Matrixit. I don't know. It's something to cancel a pregnancy. And I'm like, why the hell would I want to take this medication to cancel a pregnancy? I did IVF. Hello, I obviously want to be pregnant. So, anyways, the nurse comes in, that fat bitch. Ooh, I swear to God, she was like, the doctor knows best. I'm like, you don't even need to be in this conversation. So I told my honey, I'm getting dressed. Like, you know what? There's tons of emergency rooms. We'll leave this one. We'll go to another one. We live in Los Angeles, okay? So after that, the doctor comes back in as I'm getting ready to walk out. He's like, "Well, I can call the OB on call for you." I'm like, "Yeah, you need to do that because this is craziness." So he calls the OB on call, and she was just a breath of fresh air. She came down and she did transvaginal, and she reminded me that it was too early to do that because that was only 4 weeks and 5 days. So she was like, this, we probably possibly won't even see anything in there. And she did it, and she's like, I didn't see any cysts, and she's like, that possibly could be a sac, and yada yada. Because she was going over what she was seeing with me and my honey on the screen. So, which was, I mean, it was something. I just want to know, why am I bleeding? Everybody's like, this is common, but this spotting, but it was not spotting, y'all. Like it was nasty. And that was that. So I went to work on Sunday. My honey had called my IVF doctor, his phone line, his emergency phone line, um, to talk to him because he was really concerned, and his nursing staff was like, "Oh, we can just give you a note from work for today." Like, "Oh no, she needs to be on bed rest or something. She's bleeding. It gets worse when she's standing." So, but I'm not having any pains. I don't have any cramps, yada yada. So what ended up happening was my doctor finally called back, and I was at work. It was a Sunday, so he told me to come home, put my feet up, and relax, and to come in Monday for HCG level. So mind you, I just got the positive results with Monday, and here it is. I gotta go in tomorrow Monday to get my blood drawn. Imagine how I felt like. So we went in, I got my blood drawn, and mind you, when they called me the first time and told me I was pregnant, it was like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was so happy. Why? We had to call them at 2. Like, it was 2 o'clock. They didn't call or nothing. I'm thinking they're going to call early, but they didn't. So we called them at 2. My honey called them at 2 because I did not even want to hear the news if it was bad. So he called, and they were like, yeah, she's fine. Her beta numbers is 3,390 something. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Doctor wanted me to come in for an ultrasound on Tuesday. So we went in on Tuesday, and well, I went in by myself because my sweetie's he had to leave town. So I went in, and oh my God, I got to see the little sack and a little feeder pole in there. I didn't hear heartbeat, of course, because at that point in time, I'm only 5 weeks, 2 days, or one day. And everything, he said looked cool. But I have been noticing I'm taking progesterone injection, and I'm taking these suppositories. Now, I noticed that when I take these suppositories, that's kind of when the bleeding kind of starts, to be honest. So I was like, I don't want to take these no more, because it's like when he stuck that transvaginal wand in me. First of all, backtrack. From my house to my doctor's office, it's like 45 minutes, almost an hour drive, and my pad was clean. My sanitary napkin was like my panty liner was clean. It was white, just when I put it down. When he stuck that transvaginal thing in there, that's when I started bleeding. So I wiped myself up and I gave myself my medicine, and that's when I started bleeding more. You know, so I'm like, this cannot be good. I mean, I know the progesterone is good for the baby, but this cannot be good for the baby too. So what ended up happening was, yesterday I was in school, and I give my suppositories to myself in the morning, 8 in the morning, and I was bleeding, showing up, and then at 5 o'clock, because I have to be at school at 6. So I gave myself my suppository and my injection at 5, like I do every day. And when I got to school at 6 o'clock, I had to go to the bathroom. Well, it felt like I had to go to the bathroom, and when I, went to the restroom, I wiped myself, and it was like, it's too much information, but it was like mucus or snot, like, but it was like a blood clot, but it was like sticky. I can't even, it was just, I know this is too much information, but it was, I'm just, guys are my friends. So it was real gross, real nasty. So this morning I'm like, you know what? I'm not putting that shit in me. I know it's good for the baby, but this bleeding has not got to be good for the baby either. So this morning I didn't put the suppository in. I went about my business, and everything was fine. Like I felt a little bloated. Like since I stopped the suppository, I felt like bloated, but then it went away. I laid down, but I didn't have no bleeding. Like I don't have no bleeding going on. I just got to talking to the doctor before I got on here, and I'm asking, is there another way, another form of a progesterone I can take, oral or something, because this ain't it. Seriously, like this is must be causing, it's irritating something in me. I know it's helpful, but it's irritating something in me that's causing me to bleed like fire engine red crap. And I'm just, it makes me panic. I'm at work. I'm constantly calling my sweetie. He's out of town. I'm calling him. He's supposed to be doing, he's doing business. I'm calling him every 5 minutes, and I just can't even control it. So oh yeah, and my OB had did, because I went to the ER, I had to follow up with my doctor. So they did a beta on me too, and that was Thursday. That was yesterday. They said my baby was like 7,700 something. So I know I'm still pregnant. I saw the baby. They say everything looks good. I'm praying that I hear the baby's heartbeat on the second, you know, but I'm not bleeding, and that's just really what I wanted. I just wanted the bleeding to stop. It was just, and it has stopped. It's not gooky. It's not, I know it's too much. It's not nothing. And I just feel so much better. I even feel better. You know what I mean? Like, I feel better. This progesterone shit had me just feeling like crazy. Like, I was like an animal, going, checking myself in the car. Like, am I bleeding? Am I bleeding? Going to the bathroom constantly. I don't even have to pee, just looking at my panel liner. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what's been going on with me. Other than that, I feel great now that I've stopped taking the progesterone suppositories on my own. Even though the doctor wants me to continue this, I mean, I've never had a baby, but I just know that pregnancy and bleeding don't go hand in hand. If anyone out there has had this problem, please feel free to message me, a comment, something. And let me know. Am I wrong? I mean, I'm just confused, but for now, I just know that I feel amazing. Amazing. Got my hair did, you know, um, I just feel better. I just feel a little bloated, but I don't have any cramps. I'm not having any pain. I feel great. You know what I mean? I didn't feel pain when I was bleeding, all that stuff, but I just know that it just wasn't normal, ladies. So, I'm not gonna ramble. That's pretty much it. So any, comments or concerns or advice you guys can give me, I'm willing to take it. Please, inbox me, message me, please, So that is all. Happy Friday. You guys have a blessed weekend, and that's all. Bye, ladies.